Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. In this video, we're going to be discussing Harry Potter, the Forbidden Forest, the Resurrection Stone, and Albus Dumbledore. The Resurrection Stone is of course one of the fabled Deathly Hallows, stemming from the tale of the three brothers, Antioch, Cadmus and Ignotus. The brothers were all members of the famous Peverell family. The plot surrounds the three wizard brothers and their ability to cheat death for a short period of time. After conquering death, a personification of death, under the guise of congratulating them, awarded them with three gifts: the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Invisibility Cloak. Long story short, each brother chose one of the gifts that death had presented them. Ignotus, the youngest, chose the Invisibility Cloak. Cadmus, the middle brother, chose the Resurrection Stone, and Antioch, the eldest, chose the Elder Wand. From the tale of the three brothers. Then the second brother, who was an arrogant man, decided that he wanted to humiliate death still further, and asked for the power to recall others from death. So death picked up a stone from the riverbank and gave it to the second brother, and told him that the stone would have the power to bring back the dead. So naturally, when Harry eventually comes into possession of the stone, he uses it to see the shades of loved ones that he has since lost. They were neither ghost nor truly flesh, he could see that. They resembled most closely the riddle that had escaped from the diary so long ago, and he had been memory-made nearly solid. Less substantial than living bodies, but much more than ghosts, they moved toward him, and on each face there was the same loving smile. James was exactly the same height as Harry. He was wearing the clothes in which he had died, and his hair was untidy and ruffled, and his glasses were a little lopsided, like Mr. Weasley's. Sirius was tall and handsome, and younger by far than Harry had seen him in life. He loped with an easy grace, his hands in his pockets and a grin on his face. Lupin was younger too, and much less shabby, and his hair was thicker and darker. He looked happy to be back in this familiar place, the scene of so many adolescent wanderings. Lily's smile was widest of all. She pushed her long hair back as she drew closer to him, and her green eyes, so like his, searched his face hungrily, as though she would never be able to look at him enough. James, Sirius, Lupin, and Lily were all massively important in Harry's life, so it's no surprise that they showed up. However, to me it always felt a little bit like one person was missing, a certain Hogwarts headmaster. Why wasn't Dumbledore there? He was hugely influential in Harry's life since childhood, and the two shared a unique connection. So, what's the deal? The truth is that though Dumbledore was once a paternal figure for Harry, a source of comfort and what Harry perceived as love, things changed during Voldemort's resurgence to power. When Harry learned of Dumbledore's true motivations, their relationship suffered as a result. Dumbledore's number one priority was never to save Harry's life, and it never would have been. His primary goal was to protect the greater wizarding world. And second to that goal, Dumbledore's objective was to defeat Lord Voldemort. Yes, Dumbledore had affection for Harry, but he wasn't top priority, and that meant that saving his life wasn't top priority either, especially if it meant that he could more effectively achieve his other goals. The following passage from the Deathly Hallows perfectly depicts Harry's attitude toward Dumbledore after the truth is revealed about the deceased headmaster. I don't know who he loved, Hermione, but it was never me. This isn't love, the mess he's left me in. He shared a damn sight more of what he was really thinking with Gellert Grindelwald than he ever shared with me. Harry felt insignificant, and it wasn't until Harry had the opportunity to meet Dumbledore at King's Cross Station that his feelings toward Dumbledore shifted once more. However, while they were able to pick up the pieces somewhat, their connection definitely wasn't what it once was. Dumbledore had hidden so much from Harry and had used him like a puppet. Even if his motivations were pure, he used Harry, plain and simple. He left him in the dark, and this meant that their relationship suffered as a consequence. The Resurrection Stone only presents you with the shades of those that represent selfless, unconditional love, and despite Dumbledore's affection for Harry, their relationship was never anywhere near this level. James, Lily, Remus, and Sirius all cared for Harry more than anything, and would easily prioritize his life over any other objective or goal, and this is where Dumbledore differed. Dumbledore was a great man with huge goals, but it would be silly to say that his love for Harry was entirely selfless, because it wasn't, and that's why Dumbledore never showed up in the Forbidden Forest. And that's it for this video. If you enjoy the content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you're a wizard, Harry.